You know, sometimes the stars just align, like what you just seen in that clip just beforehand. It was a good bit of fun that, and that happened about 2 or 3 games directly after this game you're about to see. And normally I would do a what do you call it, like a review on a ship, but since this is Kuchezov, I'm not going to do that because this ship is nigh on impossible to get your hands on nowadays, if not impossible. I think you might be lucky to get it out of a Christmas crate if they do that again this year. But we shall see. We shall see. Anyway, the Kuchezov is a Tier 8 premium Soviet cruiser, which comes with, as you can see, a smoke screen. And I will definitely be using that smoke screen later on in the battle, but not right now. This game, though, is actually all about reading the map and understanding where you need to be. Now, there's a few players in this game that do a really good job, and then there's others who, let's just say, and you've all felt it, that they are the massive weight on your shoulders. We're not going to point them out. You can decide who they are for yourselves. But overall, at the end of this game, when it had finished, I was shaking a little. You know, the adrenaline was high because of what had just happened, and the results that you see. But yeah, overall it was quite good. But anyway, we'll start off. We'll talk about how things are going. It looks okay at the moment. You know, the team is distributing pretty well. The Kagero's moving towards B. Our Aigle is moving towards C. But nobody's actually going to go Cap A. No, everybody's made the decision to, you know, kind of all move into the same corner of the map. Bad map awareness. What's the whole goal of the game, guys? The whole goal of the game is to get the capture points and to win the battle through points. Okay, there's two ways you can do that. You can capture everything, okay, and hold on to them, or you can kill the enemy. So if you're going to capture everything, then you've got to go to the caps. Okay. If you're going to kill all the enemy, then you've got to set up great positioning and crossfires to cause maximum damage. If you're all in the same area, you can't really do that, can you? No, you can't. Now, at the moment, I'm kind of directly above B. I am firing at things I can see with my beautiful HE, trying to set some fires and cause some really heavy hits. The target's far away. And that goes pretty well, you know. I'm not going to complain. It does all right, you know. We're 2.5 minutes into the game at the moment. I'm getting honked at probably. We're on just shy of 10k damage. Shoot a fire. I've already got 2 fires started, but just the team is constantly moving around. Right now, so let's pushing towards A right now is our Kagero. The Asashio has just been spotted by our CV. Okay. So we know when the Asashio was last spotted. Remember that. That becomes important later. Our Kagero makes a decision to not push into A because there's an Asashio there. Fair enough. Doesn't want to go in a one-on-one gunfight with a ship that torps can't hit him or her, and your torps can. Right, well, yeah. Anyway, we've pushed into C. We've got quite a few ships in C, but as you can tell, our Mayoko is pretty low. Although I believe it's an Ioba. It's about to meet its ugly fate on the enemy team because it's basically sailing wrong side of an island, wondering why it's getting shot completely. But nothing's really happened yet. It hasn't really taken off. Again, our Kagero's pushing away. We've got a whole bunch of ships north of B, of which I am one, and I'm making the decision now. I don't need to be here anymore. Okay, I've looked at the minimap. I don't need to be here anymore. If I just sit in this position, I am another ship in the same spot, not doing anything. So I'm going to extend the line a little bit. I'm going to move in between our two groups, directly in between B and C here. And then I'm going to use my very first smoke screen. So I'm using this here because this allows me to start farming some damage on these guys. Hopefully, unfortunately, they will all disappear because, unbelievably not, it's me spotting them. You would never have guessed it. So A is being flipped. We still haven't got C. We know the Asashio's in A. A few other ships have pushed that direction now, so that's okay. And we are going to hopefully continue to farm some damage. We're only up to 14,000 so far into the game, and it's still okay. You know, we're in the lead. We've killed the ship. No, that's great. It's funny how this game can change so quickly, though. There goes our Bayern. Oh, he decides that he's going to make a move for whatever reason. So, what do you think that Sashio's doing? That's a question I'm going to hang out there. What do you think that Sashio's doing? Oh, I'm really lucky right now. This York doesn't have an engine, so I can just farm him for a little while. The Queen Elizabeth is pushing around the flank. There's a Nagato out there as well. Got New Mexico. And my smoke screen's about to run out. So I need to get moving. Indeed, get moving. Your smoke screen's running out. Not backwards, forwards. There's the Nagato. So when you're in a cruiser like this, you can look at. There's multiple cruisers in the game that kind of do this role. They quick fire HE at the enemy. Okay, what you're trying to do is you're trying to set fires. Battleship players hate it. It's really funny. It's a great shot by the New Mexico. Battleship players hate it because, like, you'll see it on things like on Reddit. You'll see it in on the forums and stuff. HE spam, HE spam. This is what cruisers do. Okay, full stop. This is it. They are there as a multi-purpose ship. Cruisers are designed to support destroyers, to support battleships. Their output and single shots, in the most part, there is a few. Okay, is not huge. Okay, we just lost our Bayern because he made the decision that he wanted to push, and then ended up showing broadside to everything. But anyway, that's a different story. But cruisers are there to do what I'm doing right now. I'm getting myself in a position to take advantage of their positioning. Okay, this Vladivostok. Okay, my HE doesn't do that much damage to him. His belt, his deck is really good, so I'm going to struggle to penetrate through it. But what I can do is I can just continuously fire him, try and get fires on top of him, whittle him down that way. That's what we do. Battleships, on the other hand, do the one shot. Okay, the whole idea with the battleship is to devastate the enemy, like the New Mexico just did to me. It took almost 50% of my HP off. Okay, if you're not doing that as a battleship player, then you gotta think about what your aim's like. Okay, if you are doing it as a battleship player, but you're getting HE spammed, you gotta think about, okay, what's your position like? Why are you getting spammed in that place? So we've got B and we've got C, but C is being flipped. They've still got A, and you've still got the question of where's the Asashio? We still haven't seen the Asashio. Fair, we still haven't seen the other enemy DD, the Icarus, yet. We know he's in C though. I'm going to use my second smoke screen here. So now we are all very much in that top corner. Okay. We're in the space of 1, 2, 3 by 3 squares. Yep, 3 by 3 squares. That's where our entire team is. Was the enemy team is now encircling us. I can tell you that the Asashio is pushed north from A. Our CV is actually trying to find him as well. If you look on the minimap, the CV's got B1 right now. I don't know why the Asashio would be all the way out there. Right, this New Mexico is about to go down. That's my first kill. We've still got this Vladivostok. That's such a good ship. It really is such a good tier 8 battleship. It would not surprise me to see that as the highest chosen battleship used in clan battles in the next season, tier 8. Okay, Queen Elizabeth's over there. We have lost C, but our Eagle is moving in again, which is great. Yeah, yes, you're right. There is a DD there. Now again, I'm making the decision. I'm like, well, I've done as much as I can here now. We've got so many ships in the same area. Okay, we need to do something. We need to break out. Okay, they've just encircled us. There's an Asashio, okay, over in that direction somewhere. And there's a Gneisenau moving that way too. So somebody's got to make a move. So I make the decision. I'm in a cruiser. Okay. I know I can do well against the Gneisenau. One-on-one. So I'm going to move over this direction. I'm going to deal with the Gneisenau. I know the Asashio cannot hurt me with its torps. But look, I am spotted right now. And the only thing I think that can be is the Asashio. So he's within my normal spotting distance before I fire. It's 3-3. They are now leading. They've got 2 caps to our 1. Our Eaglet and our CV are doing a great job against the Icarus, which is what fundamentally they should be. Fantastic. Right, Icarus is dead. I'm still spotted. I'm still spotted with inside my normal detection. So that means he's around here somewhere. He is very, very close. Great torps from the Kagero. I will slow down and turn in towards the Gneisenau shells. So that Gneisenau has to have flooded. So we get fire on him. We know he's dead. And there's the Asashio, just popped up. Look at that. He's gone from A all the way around. He's in behind us. He's just killed the New Orleans with his guns. We know that the Gneisenau's dead. There we go. We can turn our guns. We can turn in. I know the Asashio can't hurt me. His deepwater torps only hit battleships and aircraft carriers. Just like he's done there. He's hit the Implacable. He's then just killed the Mayoko with his guns. So he's still inside his smoke screen. Okay, so we're going to push it. I don't have Hydro. I don't need it. He's now outside of his smoke screen. Right, here we go. We have to deal with him. He's gunboating. But his fighter's above him. He's probably not turned his A8 on because he's a little bit worried about what's going on. But that's fine. I'll quite happily use that spotting just to get some shells out on him. This is what's so great about Russian cruisers, is the trajectory is so flat. Mayoko takes down the Queen Elizabeth. That was great work, even though he got killed by an Asashio's guns, but that's fine. And we even up the team numbers. The problem is that we've got 2 battleships, myself and a cruiser and 2 destroyers, against 2 cruisers, 2 battleships and an aircraft carrier. Okay, that Vladivostok is still alive. There's a Nagato over there. There's a Chapayev and there's a York left on the enemy team. Okay, I've got a Kagero who's capped B, thought about capping A earlier, hasn't, but has actually done a pretty good job getting his torps on target and helping out. I've got an Eaglet who's done a fantastic job around C. He's capped it twice. And he helped in the destruction of the Icarus. I've got a Sinop in my team who everybody's been moaning at. Everybody telling him to get in. He's got lots of HP there. And then I've got Colorado who's just done a great push down the middle. Okay, between B and C to take out the Vladivostok finally. problem is he's taken so much damage that there's not really much you can do. You might get another round or two off, but that you can see the HE shells coming in from the... he's taking out the York as well. From the Nagato there, and from the Chapayev. So we're going to keep pushing. We need to keep pushing. The beauty of this ship is that it's got range. All Russian cruisers do. Not all the same range as this, but... So the Nagato is still firing HE at the Sinop. I'm asking the Kagero to go Cap A. He's not going to, but that's okay. He ends up spotting everything for me, which is great. Our Eagle's getting attacked. He's fired his torps at the Nagato. There's another fire. That's me up to 13 fires. And 110,000 damage so far. There you go, there's more negativity about the Sinop. Let's be fair at the Sinop, he's still alive, he's not dead. Those torps look so good. 14 fires. Let's watch this, watch this. You ready? I was like, oh, come on, that was going to be a kill as well. So close. Right, here comes the CV. Defensive fire, we're going to try and take down as many as we possibly can. Like I said, this game isn't about all the damage done. This game isn't about winning or losing. It's about reading the map. Where are you needed at the right time? I'm not going to turn around and say that if I hadn't made the moves that we would have gone on and lost. I don't know. Okay, because we do win this game. We're now ahead. Okay, and I've got to turn around and say that the Aigle was fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. If he hadn't pushed in to sit and look into C-Cap twice and capped it, if they hadn't gone after the Icarus, then, you know, other things could have happened there. But if our battleships knew how to create crossfires and do the things they need to do, I'm going to change target now. I'm going to go after this Nagato. All that damage there was caused by rocket planes. If this Nagato on the enemy team knew to shoot AP at a cruiser when it was broadside, then I'd be dead. It's all about decision making this game. The Eagle is now going after the Lexington. It's very brave. I could fire at the Chapayev at the moment. I'm not going to. I'm going to let the planes pass over me first. Now that they're over me, I'm going to start shooting because he doesn't know exactly where I am. And all he needs to do is get a lucky hit on me. And unlike most firepower in this game, the only thing you need to do with a aircraft carrier to get the smallest amount of, to get the best accuracy, is to travel further without turning or manoeuvring or anything like that when you're in attack mode, whereas every other ship has to lock onto the target to get the maximum. So here we go, so I'm just going to farm this Chapayev. Our Sinop has gone down finally. Like I say, he might not cause lots of damage, but in the end, he became a bit of a pinata, survived to the end of the battle, and took a lot of and basically allowed the enemy to focus on them instead of focusing on me and the Aigle. Aigle's done a great job. It's just taken down the Lexington. Fantastic. I fired off my torch. I'm not going to fire because if I do, the smoke firing penalty, I'll be spotted. So I'm just going to keep moving back away. Those torps look really good. they should finish him off. And that's it. Now, at no point was that game feeling like a loss. But actually, to do 212,500 damage, Kraken, high caliber, all that kind of jazz, okay? And to get 3,007 base experience, I think that's pretty good. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, think about your positioning, and we'll catch you next time.